Yo, it's good. This your boy Young two times.
It's your boy X. We got a controversial one today.
Yeah, man. Well, today we're gonna be talking about Kyrie Irving getting suspended. But before we get into this video, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all share, make sure y'all subscribe, man. He says some things that wasn't really,
Oh, we gotta give him a backstory for those that may not know. But Instagram story. Y'all probably know how that go, where people post stuff on their story. He posted a story about it was basically the gist of the movie is like it's called like Hebrews to Blacks or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
We was basically talking about how black people are the original Hebrews or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen the film, so I can't speak too much to the film.
Mm-hmm.
But after posting that on the story, Kyrie got questioned about it.
Mm-hmm.
And people have a lot to say about this thing, which I find interesting.
Yeah, we're about to get into it.
The topic of promotion. Why did you decide to promote something that Alex Jones said? That was a few weeks ago. I do not stand with Alex Jones' position, narrative.
Because sometimes the thing about Kyrie is that, like, when he answers the questions, he kind of makes it worse because he just looks annoyed.
Yeah.
And he looks like he gives like two fucks about anything that they're talking about. So it just comes off, you know what I'm saying?
This is something that told my lady today, right? Where I was like, so I seen something where somebody put a side by side of Kyrie and Malcolm X, right? Not comparing Kyrie Irving and Malcolm X, so calm down, right? But it's just in this specific way, right? Where they asked Kyrie a question, and as you just explained, Kyrie wasn't too fond of the question. But to be honest though, like in a way I kind of get him.
Mm-hmm.
This is after a game.
Yeah.
They're not asking, yo, what happened in the game? Why did y'all lose? Whatever. Mm-hmm. What adjustments could y'all make for the next game? Mm-hmm. They didn't ask any. They went right to the...
Yeah, so in a way it's kind of baiting them up.
Right. That's one thing, right? I thought y'all didn't like politics or religion in sports, but I guess we do, right? Mm-hmm. Second thing is, so back to what I was saying about Malcolm X and Kyrie. Mm-hmm. So Kyrie, like you explained, he don't seem too happy with the line of questioning, right? Mm-hmm. When they showed the side by side with Malcolm X answering some of the same questions that Kyrie's being asked. Mm-hmm. Malcolm X, although he was very firm in what he said, he wasn't annoyed. His tone wasn't of a tone of being annoyed that he's being asked a question. Mm-hmm. But it's also under a different environment. Mm-hmm. This is after a basketball game, which he plays professionally. Mm-hmm. Malcolm X is a public speaker. He's an activist. Mm-hmm. He's ready for questions like this. Mm-hmm. He studied. Not saying he hasn't, but he studied and thought of his answer ahead of time and all types of stuff already. Mm-hmm. So just not comparing them, not saying it's the same person, right? But just saying I guess the way, especially now where the media is a lot more critical, it's tough to ask this of anybody, but especially somebody that's his life is more focused on basketball, most likely, than political or religious conversations.
Yeah, he probably taps in sometimes and taps out. Of course.
As you get older, you become more aware of things, right? So, yeah, I'm sure he's tired. I'm sure he wants to go home. I'm sure he doesn't even want to answer these questions. So it's there's that aspect, but I also feel you know what? I will give more of our opinion as it progresses. But yeah, let it play.
If court case that he had with Sandy Hook or any of the kids stuff.
Alex Jones in court said the Sandy Hook's public piao. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He said it was a hoax. Mm-hmm. The families of the deceased are suing him for saying those statements. Alex Jones has kind of still been standing on his points about it, and it's cost him in court. Close to $1 billion. Allegedly, is what they're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess he posted something Alex Jones had said years ago about control, I think, or something. I forgot what it was. But this is what I'll say about Alex Jones, right? I think sometimes what happens with people that are within his sphere, I guess you could say, sometimes they feel like they always have to have something crazy to say or talk about.
Yeah.
If you actually look or study some of the things he's talked about, there's a lot of things he made great points about. But there's a lot of stuff he hasn't made great points about where it was some BS or something that he kind of put together without knowledge. He kind of put together in his mind. And then the Sandy Hooks thing, he was completely, I don't know what's wrong with you. Like, you tripping, even saying something like that. Because funerals happen. People had to go to the morgue and all types of stuff. So just to give y'all context on what he was talking about with the Alex Jones thing.
Felt like they had to relive trauma, or parents that had to relive trauma, or to be dismissive to all the lives that were lost during that tragic event. My post was a post from Alex Jones that he did in the early 90s or late 90s about secret societies in America of occults, and it's true. So I wasn't identifying with anything of being a campaignist for Alex Jones or anything. I was just there to post. And it's funny, and it's actually hilarious, because out of all the things I posted that day, that was the one post that everyone chose to see.
See, that's the point where it gets kind of it's funny and it's hilarious. Dealing with topics that's sensitive, say
it just goes back to the way our work.
The thing too, though, that happens that's unfortunate though with being a celebrity is that people in the social media era are only going to take certain points and they're not going to listen to everything you have to say about something, right? Because honestly, as I've gotten older now, whether they say somebody's racist or somebody's this or somebody's that, I always try to, okay, so what did they say? Yeah. If you can't tell me what they said, then I have doubts about what we talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
You get me?
Yeah, that's right. And you know what I'm saying? People just take, you could be having a bad day, say something that you don't really, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Now you're a bad guy. You know?
If we filmed every single person 24/7 without their knowledge, I guarantee you, everybody, we will find something that you say or do that a lot of people would critique you about.
Yeah, exactly.
So stop acting like y'all perfect.
World is and works. I'm not here to complain about it. I just exist. And to follow up on the promotion of the movie and the book, can you please stop calling it a promotion? What am I promoting? Put it out on your platform. But I'm promoting it? Do you see me in front of it out there, people are going to say that you are promoting. Put it out there just like you put things out there, right? Yeah, but it's not. You put things out there for a living, right? Right, but my stuff is not anti-Semitic. Let's move on. Don't dehumanize me up here. I'm not doing that. You're free to post. I can post whatever I want. So say that and shut it down and move on to the next question. But Kyrie, you have to understand that I don't have to understand anything from you. It's not me. Nothing. It's no people that you're making up, bro. Move on. But by posting what you did. Next question. Anybody is going to look at it, and they're going to say, you guys have any more questions? Because this is going to be a clip. This is going to be a clip that he's going to marvel at. Is this any more questions? But you're not answering the question. This is another answering your question, no?
I mean, it's fair. He's not. He's like, yo, I'm not that. You know what I'm saying? Right there, I'm not that. Let me know. Next question. You know what I'm saying? But he kind of engaged it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not, you're not. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure he's probably not. You know what I'm saying?
He entertained it a little bit, and that's kind of he kind of fell into the reporter's trap a little bit. Yeah. Because to be honest, if Kyrie didn't want to talk about it, he should have just not said anything to this reporter because he is clipped up anyway now.
Because you could have all he could have been like, no, I'm not. Next question. Why you promote it? I don't know. but I'm not. So you know what I'm saying? And that would have been decent.
I mean, is he promoting it?
I mean, he's not promoting it, but I mean, I think it seems like he's endorsing it. But he kind of engaged the idea, kind of explaining it.
It's not promotion exactly.
It's like an endorsement, kind of, or like
I guess that might be the better word for it.
Oh my God, let's make another Instagram clip so we could be famous again. Next question. Kyrie basketball.
Yes, and then we got the next one for y'all. Hold on.
Kyrie, are you surprised that he did hurt people?
Surprised that I did hurt people?
Are you surprised that reaction to the things that you did hurt people?
Yeah, I think I can ask a better question. It's just, where were you when I was a kid, figuring out that 300 million of my ancestors are buried in America? Where were you guys asking those same questions when I was a kid learning about the traumatic events of my familial history?
Yeah, I know the people in the head office is going crazy. No more interviews. No more interviews. Because it's like...
There's so much we have to say about this stuff, man.
What I'm proud to come from, and why I'm proud to stand here, and why when I repeat myself that I'm not going to stand down, that has nothing to do with dismissing any other race or group of people. I'm just proud of my heritage and what we've been through, and the fact that this is pending against the Jewish community, and I'm here answering questions of whether or not I'm sorry or not on something I didn't create. It was something I shared, and I'm telling everybody I'm taking responsibility, then that's where I sit. So, these same questions that you guys ask, me dealing with it as being a melanated, pigmented person all around the world and dealing with racial biases against my skin color, demeaning me because of my religious beliefs, and I'm still sitting in the seat standing. So, I take my full responsibility. Again, I'll repeat it, for posting something on my Instagram or Twitter that may have had some unfortunate falsehoods in it. But I also am a human being that's 30 years old, and I've been growing up in a country that's told me that I wasn't worth anything, and I came from a slave class, and I come from a people that are meant to be treated the way we get treated every day. So I'm not here to compare anyone's atrocities, and I come from a people that are meant to be treated the way we get treated every day. So
I think meant to be treated well.
Oh,
that's what I think.
Yeah, confused me.
What's the word?
Oh, what that mean?
I'm not here to compare anyone's atrocities or tragedy
We can't get treatment.
families have dealt with generations of time. I'm just here to continue to expose things that our world continues to put in darkness. I'm a light. I'm a beacon of light. That's what I'm here to do. You guys ask me questions about basketball, I give you my expert opinion. You guys ask me about other things, I give you my opinion.
Yeah, I think what's it called? The answer that we talked about the first time would have avoided all this. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mean to put that out there. I like that movie. I watched the movie because I thought I found it interesting, but I'm not that. You know what I'm saying? Cause I feel like that should be fair to say. I'm not whatever you think I am. I did watch the movie.
But this is like, I don't know what the next clip you about to play is, but like, I told you this before we got on this, and I'm going to say it again. I feel like, okay, did he say things so perfect for everybody to be able to understand his point? Maybe not, right? But I feel like the NBA is trying to sun him, and the media is trying to sun him to make him apologize. Because they felt like that statement that we just played just now, they felt like it wasn't enough for them, right? So it's
he did come out on what's it called, Instagram, and say it. But I think that was a sincere apology.
Oh no, I'm saying that was later on. But I'm saying, but that one just there, he didn't say I apologize, right? But he's saying it's what's called. He feels bad that what he said hurt people.
Yeah.
Right. Why is that not enough? But I feel like they only do this with like I'm sorry, like black famous people. Like they only do this where they try to make you, they try to sun you and try to make you be like, nah, say sorry, like get on your knees and beg us for forgiveness, and then donate to this cause that who knows where the donations are really going. Yeah, that's another question. That's a whole other story for another day. But it only happens with like black famous people.
Yeah, and I think would have been sufficient if he was like, yo, I'm not that, I wasn't promoting it, and they was still like, no, you gotta do something better. I'll be like, all right. But a lot of his responses just was kind of like, I'm sorry, I hurt people. That could be very interpreted in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? That'd be like, yo, I'm sorry, I did that to you, but you needed that. You know what I'm saying? That could be interpreted as that. But I think once he made the Instagram post that said sorry, it's like, bro, all right, cool, it's that. You don't need to be having to meet with people, get educated.
Yeah, so the NBA was saying some stuff, right? But they talking about, oh, now he can't come back until he meets with certain like leaders, so he really understands what he said was wrong. What? Who are y'all? Are y'all an NBA? Are y'all a sports league, or are y'all a religious group? What are we doing?
Yeah,
I'm asking, like, what is this, bro?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Why do you care about what he believes? It's what he believes. It's not what you believe.
Yeah.
Now cut him his check. Let's go watch these games and stop worrying about what people believe or don't believe. This is the reality, right? He could say all the nice things you think you want him to say, and then in 2 months he could post another album.
Yeah, exactly. Not recircle.
I'm saying, bro, like, stop trying to make people feel and think what you want them to feel and think. We're not all gonna agree. We're not all gonna say the right things at the same time, at the right time, or what, or how we want somebody to say things. Shut up. Stop complaining. Jesus.
Film. A lot of things in the film I disagree with. The curiosity nature of it is interesting. But I will say this. Where is that same attention and energy for the platform that is promoting it and profiting off? I don't hear any of that talk around Jeff Bezos and Amazon. I don't hear anybody talking about that. I hear everybody skewing their anger towards Kyrie for taking a picture of it and tweeting about it. Now, there deserves to be more context there from Kyrie. I think where Kyrie lost a lot of people is the unwillingness to go to the podium and expound upon the points that he learned from watching this. Right? And actually coming out and saying, I don't stand about calling Jewish people the devil. Right. And there was a lot of misinformation, but this is my main point from watching this. But I go back to the bigger macro point.
One thing. It is irresponsible, even if you have curiosity, it is irresponsible to amplify messages from Hitler ever on any, on any, and that's not, I just want to make that clear. And you didn't allude to that, but ever, under any circumstance.
Yeah, so why is it on a major platform? Why is a major platform amplifying it? Kyrie amplified it to 14.7 million. I think that's a great point. But the platform is profiting and promoting it to billions of people. So the anti-Semitism, that is a thing, and I've called a lot of my Jewish friends, we have talked about this. I get it, Kyrie Irving deserves a lot of heat. Then put heat towards something where it deserves it too. And that's on the platform. And I feel like that whole thing is being missed here as everybody, like, and I get that Kanye tagged onto it. It's a bigger conversation.
You're right, but that doesn't also excuse.
It doesn't excuse it. I'm not saying it does.
Kyrie, and I want to get to the Nets. And does it excuse the Nets from not punishing him in any way?
Yeah, I mean, I think there is some.
How do you feel about the suspension?
What, suspension?
Kyrie suspended for 5 games at least. They said at least.
Yeah, it seemed like. I mean, I don't think it was something to get suspended for, because that's not really. I don't really think, is that against code of conduct to post a video? Like, hasn't there been NBA players who had maybe posted a video on accident and then getting head, like, I think, was it Jamal Murray or somebody? Posted a video of him getting head and then deleted it. He didn't get suspended. I don't even think they publicly addressed it in the NBA.
He may or may not have gotten fined, though. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, but it's like, what the...
Look, this is the funny thing with all this too, though. Whatever was in that book, movie, whatever, right? it's not like he tweeted. Again, I haven't seen it, right? I'm actually very curious to watch it now because I want to see what the fuss is about now, right? Mm-hmm. Did he, whatever negative aspects that they had towards a certain people of a certain religion, right? Did Kyrie specifically say, I agree with that point? I agree with, okay. No, I agree with whatever racist things that they felt was in the film, right? Mm-hmm. Did he agree? Did he publicly say, I agree with this specific? Did he say that? I don't believe he said that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's one thing, right? So let me go another point with y'all, right? A lot of these sneaker companies, right? They're said to hire children, hire people for less than $1 an hour. Basically slave money, right? I don't see y'all going against Nike or these shoe companies or whatever because they are doing something that isn't right. I don't see. I'm saying, like, if you're saying him tweeting a book movie thing makes him anti whatever, then we have to keep that same energy with everything else.
Yeah, because what people understand, right, is that he found that video on Amazon Prime, right? Granted, it's very easy to probably upload a movie to Amazon Prime. They let everybody in.
Anybody go.
Right? Yeah. But it's like it's still on a major platform, right? It's not like he went searching for it on the dark web, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And is promoting a movie that's only shown on the dark web because it's deemed not suitable or whatever. Mm-hmm. But it's like, all right, if you're going to say that, then if you post Jeffrey Dahmer that you watching Jeffrey Dahmer, people could insinuate that you enjoy watching a movie about people that is murdering black people.
I take it a step further.
Low-income black people, you know?
I take it a step further. I'll preface this by saying, if you were at Halloween wearing the Jeffrey Dahmer costume, you're a weirdo. Straight up. Second thing is, right, if you were watching the Jeffrey Dahmer documentary, if you were wearing a costume based off the Jeffrey Dahmer person, right, can we say that you're a racist? Can we say you don't like black people? Can we say that you're promoting violence against gay black men?
I mean, I think...
No, I'm just asking. Questions. So I'm saying if we're going to go with these points where, like, you could even go as further... All right.
I think if you do wear a Jeffrey Dahmer costume, to some point, you probably don't care about black people that much.
You probably don't see them as human.
Yeah, because you're promoting a video. But you're promoting a costume.
But even so, if there's a company that goes up against what you believe is your morals, right? Can we then say, and then you do still support them? Can we just say you're against your morals? Can we say that then?
I mean, I think sometimes because I feel like people eat. I mean, although it's not correlated, it's like people eat Chick-fil-A, and Chick-fil-A doesn't really support a lot of stuff, you know, in certain communities or whatever. But people still eat it. You know what I'm saying? But
interesting. So I'm saying, like, people need to stop pretending like they care so much about social issues when they support companies that don't give a damn. Actually, who actually go against a lot of social issues. There's some companies that are against abortion. Did y'all know that? That support anti-abortion laws and things like that. Mm-hmm. Do y'all support them? Oh. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of ways we can go with this. Mm-hmm. A lot of hypocrisy we could point out about people. So it's like, if you're gonna go with one point, then you have to go all the way, or I can't respect it from my perspective. Any final thoughts, Ty?
No, that's the point. But yeah, man, let us know what y'all think about Kyrie getting suspended. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all share, make sure y'all subscribe, man. We out it.